Hello, White Sox fans. It is time to make your picks to click for this coming week, make those predictions, and hey, surprise, we're doing a contest, and we've actually already been doing it, and a lot of you have already participated in it, even though you didn't know that we were doing this, because, hey, I just came up with this idea a couple days ago. We are going to do a weekly prediction contest. Who will be the best offensive player for the next week? If you pick the top performer of the week, you get 5 points for the week. Second best, you get 3 points, and then just 1 point for even just playing. At the end of the playoffs, hopefully the White Sox will be still playing this game at the very end of October. What will the prizes be? I don't know. I definitely am going to give some sort of actual physical prizes for first place and second place. If we can get this channel to grow, maybe we can get some sort of advertisers, other people to get involved to donate prizes, and maybe we can give gifts to the top 10 finishers. Whatever the case, we're going to have fun with this no matter what, and it's free to play, so you got nothing to lose. It's just more fun, interactive ways to watch the White Sox. So first, let's just take a look back at what the guesses were for this past week. Alex Watsky, apologies if I mispronounced that, but he picked number 88, Luis Robert. Channing J picked Yermin Mercedes, a very solid guess based on everything we've seen this year. Darren guesses. I'm not sure if he was actually picking Leury Garcia here or if he was actually responding to another question I asked in the video, but I'm going to go ahead and give you credit as if you had made a pick, which gives you that one guaranteed point. Eddie Estrada picked Yohan Moncada. JG23 picked Dylan Cease, and this is my fault for not very specifically saying offensive players, so I'm going to give you a bonus point because you participated, and it's my fault that you picked a pitcher, not an offensive player. And ML picked Nick Madrigal, but he's also giving a sleeper shout out to Tim Anderson, saying that when he came off the IL, he was going to hit the ground running, and well, you're right. He looked really great in the handful of games he's played since coming off the injured list. We're going to take a quick look at the stats over the last week, but we're going to do our deeper dive into what's going on with the team in a future video, possibly tomorrow, as we just see how the White Sox team has been going overall. But individual stats, I'm going to throw up some screens with a whole bunch of stats on them so you could take a look at everybody. I'm not going to go over each and every moment, but when you look at the most hits logged this past week, Luis Robert and Tim Anderson, each with 9, which is amazing because Tim has only been in 4 games. Nick Madrigal, that bat is coming alive. He started slow, but he looks like his old self now. Anytime I see him not in the lineup, I'm not cool with that. But Nick has 8 hits. Yermin still hitting the ball well with 7. It was a really light week for home runs. Obviously, Yermin Mercedes, he hit balls long enough that it should count for 3, but he hit 2. Tim Anderson had 1. First pitch of the game, one of our weekend games. Total bases, Luis and Yermin each with 14. Tim Anderson again, 13. In limited time, Nick Madrigal picked up his first triple of his career. He's up to 11 on the week. RBIs, Mercedes and Moncada each had 5. Eaton with 4. Walks, Abreu, that's one category he's doing somewhat well in still, is 4. Eaton and Moncada each with 2. Strikeouts, unfortunately, Jose Abreu with 10, Moncada with 7. Eaton's found a different way to get on base, which is getting hit by a pitch. He's picked up 3 very easy hit by pitches off the elbow guard, which could have very good long-term effects for his batting average, as pitchers are not going to want to go inside on him anymore. Batting average, Tim Anderson is batting .500 since he's come off the injured list. Nick Madrigal, .381. Now, those are some very Nick numbers. Luis, .333. Leury Garcia started out so cold on the year, and he batted .308 over the last week, covering 5 games. Everybody else is showing some fairly pedestrian numbers. Even Yermin Mercedes is down to .280. I know batting average isn't everything, but you gotta be distressed by a .167 batting average from Jose Abreu and just a .071 for Yasmani Grandal. On base plus slugging, Tim Anderson is the only batter over 1,000. So nobody really had a hot week other than him, and he's just had a hot half of a week. Nick Madrigal in the high 800s, Luis, Eaton, and Mercedes all in the mid 800s. Looking at all these numbers, trying to suss them out, figure it out. I thought Luis Robert, who was my pick, by the way, just coincidentally, I thought maybe he had a slight edge over Yermin, but then Yermin picked up he pitched better than Lucas Giolito today. So that should not nudge him up a little bit. I ended up saying, it's the first week. Let's be charitable with these numbers. We're going to call it a tie for first place. That is Alex and Channing. You each picked the number 1 player. Second place is pretty clearly Nick Madrigal. So that is ML, who comes in second this week with a tie for first place. Let's take a look at how this leaderboard is going to look. We're going to have some sexier, cleaned up, polished graphics in the future, but this is how it's looking right now. Alex and Channing tied for first with 5 points. I, of course, also picked Luis. Of course, I'm not going to award reward myself if I do finish in the top couple, but hey, I want to play too. ML next with 3 points. JG, again, I said I was going to reward you a bonus point for me misleading you. Eddie Estrada, Daring Guesses, each with 1 point apiece. But wait, here's a surprise. Because I want to get the ball rolling on this, and I want to celebrate everybody that's been an active participant in this fun community that we've been putting together. Anybody that commented in the previous video at all gets a bonus point. So I will not award one for myself, of course, but that brings in Abraham Contreras, Brian Kennecke, Shy Sox Nation, Dave Lopez, Dave Calviz, Hiram Noon, Kevin N, Sam Hat, Sharon Davis, Snake Eyes, and User 98XP, each with 1 point apiece. And that is our week 1 leaderboard. Ideally in the future, these videos will come out, these leaderboard updates, each Sunday night / Monday morning. Kind of a weird weekend with a doubleheader on Sunday and then a super early game on Monday. So I went ahead and counted this Monday game for last week. So your predictions going forward, we will be looking at the 2 games coming up in Cleveland. Then, of course, there's the off day, and then the 3 games at home against Texas. So your predictions will cover the next 5 games. Put your guess in the comment below about who is your pick to click offensively for the next 5 White Sox games. Clicking like on the video and commenting, and of course sharing the video, helps this channel grow. And if the channel grows, then we can all grow together. I want to have more and more fun, cool opportunities to do things, to interact with you guys, to go on location. Maybe we'll be able to get more access. But even if we don't grow at all, and it says the 600 awesome fans that you are, I'm having a fun time doing this. I hope you guys are having fun watching this. Definitely leave me any comments about content you'd like to see me make videos about. I'm all for it. But of course, I'm going to make my pick to click for this coming week. And if you look at the stats that we went over really quickly, we saw an uncanny similarity about the week that was for both Yoan Moncada and Jose Abreu. They both have been striking out a lot, not getting very many hits. Batting average is low. A lot of the offensive numbers are low. The one thing that's different, though, is Moncada led the team with 5 RBIs. He is very much locked in when it comes to clutch hitting, which is something the White Sox need so badly right now. We're getting more of it overall, but Moncada has been a really great part of that. Him batting third in the lineup has been a really good thing in the short sample size. I hope he's not going to lose any more at-bats to Jake Lamb. Moncada is just such a force with his strong arm over at third, and of course his bat that is coming around. Jose Abreu, we know he is going to turn it on. He is going to become a powerhouse, an all-star type of hitter. But right now, he's not looking good. Maybe you're going to pick him as the pick to click as he turns it on this coming week. But I'm going to go with Yoan Moncada. I think he's seeing the ball well. He's making really solid, strong contact. So far, other than the RBIs, his results aren't really showing up in the bottom line. But I do think he's primed to have a breakout week. So my pick is Yoan Moncada. You guys can, of course, pick him as well. Nick Madrigal, I think, is a really solid pick as well. He is just really turning it on. We're seeing him drive the ball a bit, but we're just seeing him get on base and do what he does. Tim Anderson, of course, is on fire right now. I'm pretty excited to see the White Sox take on Cleveland in Cleveland as they slowly make their way back from the East Coast. And, of course, the White Sox should match up really well against the Texas Rangers. There could be finally some offensive firepower, even though the weather is still cool. The bats usually heat up with the weather. The weather's not helping out, but I don't know. I think the White Sox players are starting to put it together. So I'm picking Yoan Moncada, but let me know what your pick to click is for the next week. And until I see you next, play ball and go Sox.